25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nick Chubb. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
after 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Jaguars 7, Browns 3.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Fournette, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on
the running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Huntley. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 4th down, Huntley. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Logan Ryan on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Tackle made by the longtime member of these Browns, Joe Schobert.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mayfield to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Jaguars 13. Browns.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. there's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. As the first half is winding down. And once again, the Browns are back in front. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Browns 17. Jaguars.
So not 13. Much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the interception, Mayfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, Mayfield going deep here for Landry. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And the third quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And then we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw, Huntley. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The open man is Westbrook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Here's Huntley. Flush to his right. Looking long for Westbrook. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage.
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
To Jarvis Landry.
Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down, Huntley. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Huntley. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he'll let this one go. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now,
Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. 7 yards, the pickup there. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And he's got this down to the 35.
Mayfield.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. Seibert's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again. Huntley. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Huntley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. From the gun, Huntley buying time to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Browns 34, Jaguars 27.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mayfield down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Down at his own 6-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A shotgun give to Fournette. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go...
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
47-yard line.
On 1st down, Huntley. The throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give it here to Thompson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Jaguars have won the game.
Jaguars 37.
A little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Jacksonville, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. There they will hit the road next.